Hello, it's Heather from Willow Rose Soap Company, and I am back to make another cold process bar, and I'm going to call it Peach and Creamy Coconut. I may change the name, but that's what I'm scenting it with. Peach fragrance oil from Nature's Garden and coconut fragrance oil from Nature's Garden. Both are phthalate and nitromusk free. Neither one of them rise or accelerate trace. The coconut does turn to light beige, but I'm going to try and compensate that with the mica that I'm putting in. I occasionally use vanilla stabilizers, but they don't work that well to me, in my opinion, or in my experience, so I'm not going to even waste the ingredients on it. So I'm going to add the coconut scent to the peach batter and the peach batter to the creamy batter, if that makes sense. I'm adding a little titanium dioxide also. And we are using castor oil, cherry kernel oil, cocoa butter, coconut oil, soybean oil, mango butter, a little bit of sea salt, coconut milk, sodium lactate, and some Tussah silk. So I already have my kaolin clay in here, and I'm going to put just a little bit of Phyllis Diller mica in the entire batch from matte oils, just to give it some iridescence. And I'm gonna give this a blend before I add the coconut milk and lye solution, because I do not want any clumps. So, got things falling over. Okay, that looks like it's incorporated pretty well. I'm going to put a little TD in the entire batch and save the rest for the cream colored batch. And this already has the sodium lactate in it. Alright, so we can add our coconut milk, lye, and Tussah silk. And I was going to show Stephanie, who is a wonderful soaper. She makes, believe all of her soaps are made with 100% goat's milk, and they're wonderful, and I can't wait to try them. But by the looks and everything I've heard about her soaps, they're amazing. But this is what Tussah silk looks like, and what I do is I add it to my water before I shred it into the tiniest pieces that I can, and put it in my lye water. Then I put that in a ice bath. Then I add the lye, and of course it reaches 200 degrees and like that. And then I stir until the silk has completely dissolved. I always strain it just in case I miss something, because you don't want a strand of silk in one of your bars of soap. And I got this from Sapphire Blue. They're out of Canada. They have some really amazing products, and I love ordering from them, but I don't place an order unless it's going to be a really big one, because shipping is not cheap. Alright, here we go. And if I remember, I'll show you. I got Clyde's soaps in the mail the day before yesterday. I'll show those to you. He definitely has a style all of his own, and I think it's great. He puts together colors that you would look at and think, there is absolutely no way that that's going to look good, but it always does. And he also he's an artist, and he bases some of his soaps on his artwork. And if you're interested, because he's very talented, I'll put the link that he gave me to some of his artwork in the drop-down box. And if you follow me on Pinterest, I think I have one of my boards has some of his artwork on it, I believe. But don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure. And if I think I put it in the description of my last video, but if not, if you aren't subscribed to this channel, if you enjoy the videos, please like and subscribe. And also, you can follow me on my Facebook business page. You'll see all the new products before they come out. And if you subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel, and or my business page, you'll be entered into a drawing to win $150 worth of products. And if you bring one or more people with you and they subscribe to YouTube and or my business page, you'll be entered into an additional drawing that is worth $50 in product, but you also get to name the next bar of soap that I'll make. You can choose the colors, you can choose any scent that you like that I have, and I have a lot, and the colors. And you can, it's really hard if you don't make soap to pick really the recipe, but if there's a certain oil or butter that you like, I will incorporate it into the recipe. I used a lot of cocoa butter in this recipe. I don't generally use a lot of it, but I've been trying out new recipes. I came up with a, on my blog, I wrote a post about, for new beginning soapers, about what they're going to need to begin, like the bare essentials, the oils that you can get, where you can get them, things like that. And I also did two very simple recipes. One was just 100% Castile soap, and the other was just cocoa butter, I'm sorry, not cocoa butter, coconut oil and olive oil, and it actually came out really well in Soap Cow, which I knew it would be a decent bar of soap, but I didn't know how nice it would be. And then I brought it a little farther just for me, just to have a base recipe for people who, I mean, you know, homemade soaps are always awesome. Now, you can use more expensive ingredients depending on your needs or your likes, but for a really, really good bar of soap, all you really need is a cleansing agent and a moisturizing agent, which you have cocoa butter, or coconut oil and olive oil. So I went back in and added castor to it. I just changed the, I dropped the coconut oil down by 5% and added 5% castor oil. And it is an amazing recipe. It is at the top of the range for nourishing. It's in the middle range for cleansing. Great lather, bubbles, everything. I was really surprised by that. I don't know why. I mean, that's what I started out with. I guess it's just because I've gotten so used to using more ingredients and more expensive butters. But there's really no need to. I mean, I understand. Before I started making soap, and somebody told me the bar is $7, I would be like, no, I'm not paying $7 for bar of soap. But now I would do it in a heartbeat. So this way, you can have a really good bar of soap, and it would only be probably $4.50, and you'd make a profit. So anyway, I'll stop rambling and we'll get going. I want more white in here. Starting to run a bit low. I need to get some more. And I want it to be relatively thick because it's just going to be 2 layers. And they're going to be asymmetrical. I don't want linear. I don't want it to be linear. I want, you know, some waves in there. And then I'm going to do a nice spoon textured top. And tomorrow I'm going to do a couple more soaps. I still say I need to do that calamine soap. I know it's silly, but I like to play with my soap and do different colors and things, but it's a good seller and I need to get it done. But I have a lot of new soaps for spring and summer coming out, and they are awesome. I think you guys will really love them. Okay. Let's split this off. Tell you what, that's amazing. I didn't spill anything. Well, I dribbled, but no big deal. Okay, so we will do this one, the pink, or peach, I'm sorry. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to add more. Hope not, I made quite a bit. Then I had to mix to get the desired color that I wanted. So one color of mica I don't think I have is peach, which is odd because I have so many colors. I'm wearing my new apron and I almost got some oil and mica on it. I would have been very unhappy. Yeah, definitely gonna need more. That is for sure. And I'm going to add it dry because I feel like mixing more. I don't want to put any more oil in. That is Pot of Gold from Mad Oils, and this is Bazooka Joe from Mad Oils. Keep checking my camera, making sure I still flash low battery, but hopefully I get this finished before it. Okay, that's gonna be good. I just need to blend it. Which more than likely means I'm going to have to add more to my other. That's peach color. I love that. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to add the coconut to this. Which one? That's peach. I'll go ahead and put it in the other one, so I don't end up knocking something over, which I have been known to do. And this is the coconut. And I have no idea why this particular fragrance got such bad reviews from people, customers of Nature's Garden. It's awesome. It only got 2 stars, and I do not understand that at all. It smells like coconut to me. But their I think it was coconut mango or something like that, got rave reviews. But I have, that's not gonna work. I have pineapple, fragrance oil, and the peach, so when I want to do that I just mix them together. Both of which are from Nature's Garden. If I remember correctly, this loosens batter. I'm gonna make salt and brine bars tomorrow, meaning I'm combining a salt bar and a brine bar together, which I've been planning to do for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it, but since I love the brine bars I made not too long ago, that has inspired me to try it with a salt bar. So you get the exfoliation and the detoxification all in one. Alright. Let's add the rest of the TD that I have here. And my colorant that was supposed to look cream, and it looks more silver, but oh well. Where is my little spoon? Here we go. Okay, let's see. Well, it's definitely not, well, it is cream because of the batter, which is fine by me. I mean, if it stays this color, I'll be thrilled. I'm going to put a little more, and I love this mica, Snow White mica from Mad Oils. It has a very, very light iridescence to it. Just enough that it's not overpowering and men would like it, I think. So you can't really see it unless you're really up close and personal with it. quite nice in here. I love soaping. I hate cleaning up. Let's see, this is not thick. Maybe it was the coconut that loosens the batter. Yeah. Because the peach is getting quite thick. I'm gonna put some more fragrance in here. I can't smell it all that well. But I think I have a cold, so that could have something to do with it. I was on the lower end of the percentage anyway, so. Yeah, that's much better. Picking up for me there, my friend. Oh, Lord. Yes, indeed. I'm going to pour this as soon as I get this in here. You should only need oil on top. Don't believe I do. There we go. Since I get this scraped off, we're going to pour this bottom layer. I'm considering wearing a brambleberry slab mold with the thick silicone liner that had the dividers for an individual rectangular bar of soap. Everybody I've seen who's used them say they're great, so I might give that a try since I'm having to make bigger batches now. I just have to get my mold. Where is my mold? Oh, the mold I want to use is. There we go. Look at this. Alright. Here we go. Still quite pourable, so that's good. That's crazy. I have two molds this size, and I have no idea what the other one is. I know I washed it after I took unmolded summer days. There's no telling. Somebody probably moved it. I don't know why kids and husbands insist on doing things like that, but they do. And if you're married and have children, you know exactly what I mean. I'm sorry, I know you can't see well. bought this camera so I wouldn't have to use my phone, and I had nothing but problems with it. So I think we're gonna just take it back tomorrow. I don't know if it's a lemon or what, but it is just ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. Just the video did yesterday for summer days, moving right along, videoing, and I paused it because if you watch the video, you know the piping wasn't thick enough yet. So I paused it when I came back. It said it was recording, no problems, and then tried to upload it and said the file is corrupted and we're not able to put it up. So if anybody wants to see a piping video, I'll be glad to do another one since you didn't get to see that one. Like I said, I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to have a bit of wave and texture. Sorry, I know that's obnoxious, but that's what keeps the soaps from having air bubbles. And knock on wood, I almost never have air bubbles. Thank goodness. Because I literally hate them. I know you're not going to be able to see this part, but it's the way I want it to go. The white to, you know, settle in to the peach. There's not really a rhyme or reason, I'm just adding some texture. Bubble. I even, before I started making, well, I was making soap, but before I started selling, you know, because I made soap for 2 years before I started selling, because I think you need to know what you're doing. I mean, have everything down pat, have several good recipes under your belt before you start to sell. Anyway, I was ordering some soaps from soapers who had been doing it for a while, just to, you know, get some inspiration and just see how great they were, or, you know, how great some of them weren't. I got, I don't think she has a YouTube channel, but I ordered lotion from her, and it was covered in mold when I got it. And she tried to say that it wasn't, there was no way there was mold because she used a preservative, grapefruit oil. Grapefruit oil is not a preservative. Yes, it has an acid and it could kill a few germs, but it is not going to prevent mold from forming. I don't usually like to use preservative either, but it's a necessity if it contains water, aloe vera, things like that. If it's all oil, you don't need to do that. But yeah, I use Germamin Plus, which is a paraben-free preservative, and I use that anything with water or aloe vera, like I said. If I'm making it for friends and family that I know and they don't want preservative in there, that's fine. I won't put it in theirs because I know them personally, and they know to keep it in the refrigerator. They know to use a popsicle stick or a spoon, something clean, not to stick your fingers, even if you wash your hands are not sterile, not to put your hands in it. It'll keep the shelf life longer if you do it that way. And of course, if I'm making it for myself, I don't. I do if it's a lotion, but I don't if it's like a face mask or something like that, or a salt scrub. What if I could pour this without breaking through? Where's my little handy dandy bubble popper? Alright, now this, the white is taking forever to set up, so I'm going to pause you and I will return in just a minute. Okay, I'm back finally. I know for you it was only a second, but for me it was about an hour. I don't know why it took forever for this to set up, because I used the same batter that I used for this little cupcake that I had extra of, and I just plopped it in there and it's hard as a rock. No idea why. But anyway. Put it in the fridge and forgot it, and so it had like a frozen shell on the top of it. So then I had to take the hair dryer and melt it, the frozen part down, so I could sculpt it. So that was fun. It's 11:30 at night here, and I started this at like 7 something. My husband's in there watching Ghost Asylum. He went to high school with one of the guys that's in it. Or played football with him or something. If you watch that show, I don't know. Now it's finally starting to do what I wanted it to do a long time ago. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot. I'm concentrating, deciding on whether or not I'm liking this or not. Not that it really matters at this point, because I'm not changing it. hope my orders get here soon because I just used the last of my cocoa butter. I need coconut oil, castor oil, TD, sodium lactate. I'm not out of those things yet, but it's getting to that point. Okay, it's not really what I wanted, but or not what I envisioned anyway. Alright, I'm leaving it alone. I really am. Give it a little bit of sparkle plenty. Don't have the steadiest hand in the world, so hopefully I don't make a huge mess. And then I think I'm going to add a little of Sparkle Me White. I give it a little bit of a two-dimensional sparkle. Whoops. A little overboard on that one. Sorry if I'm talking quietly. I'm exhausted and have a cold. I did want to show you something quickly. Clyde isn't mine, but like I said, I got his the other day. He wraps in really pretty colorful tissue paper. Like this bright orange and purple with his logo, ingredients, weight of the bars. And he writes personalized notes, which is a good touch. I do the same thing. This is my favorite. I think it's my favorite. I love them all. This is Juniper Grove. The colors are just beautiful together. And this one is Anise Tangerine, or Anise, however you pronounce it. I really like this one too. And he knows I'm really ultra sensitive to fragrance oils. So he sent me a sample of Espresso Way. It's a coffee fragrance oil, which I can use. And it smells delicious. It smells dead on like a fresh pot of coffee. And I've used all of them, and they're so nice. And I think he gels most of his soaps, which gives them a nice, pretty sheen. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna order probably from a different soaper every week or every other week. And if it's all right with them, I'll talk about their soaps. Not a review or anything like that. I'm not gonna do that, but just giving them credit for their awesome work. So I hope you enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe, and you'll be entered into the contest. And if you like and subscribe and bring someone else to like and subscribe, you'll be entered into the second contest. So have a great night. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.